You and I have been pretty safe throughout this conversation. We're 6 feet apart. I think everyone really now knows what 6 feet apart means. The one thing I want to continue the conversation on is wearing a face mask or a face covering. So I want to put this on. Is it really effective? That's what I want to know. So I put it on. I kind of know how to put it on here. My kids know how to put it on with school. But is it effective? Is it effective for me to wear this at work? Is it effective for me to go out shopping? Is it effective for me to go to the baseball games that are going on or any other sporting event? Are they effective, Nathan?
Yeah, considering kind of general public use of masks, really the premise is you really want to protect others from yourself. So if you think about coughing or sneezing without a mask on, and how coronavirus has been shown to spread, you're really not stopping any of those droplets from going as far as, potentially, 15, 20 feet without a mask on. So by placing that mask on your face, what you're really doing is stopping all those droplets from coming out of your respiratory system and spreading to a significant distance. So from that disease transmission side of things, a mask is very effective. If you're thinking about how virus particles work, virus particles are actually very, very small. So there would be the chance of having a particle go through a mask. But again, if I'm wearing a mask, you're wearing a mask, and we do the best we can between the social distancing aspects of things, you're really reducing the potential spread by quite a bit. So that's really the main point of getting that mask wearing for everybody.
So we've talked a lot about droplets, fine droplets, and signs and symptoms of coronavirus, that fever, that atypical cough. What other signs and symptoms are very, from your perspective in the healthcare field, should we be worried about as the general public and those in the workplace?
Yeah, coronavirus is specifically one of the hallmark symptoms of it is that really strong shortness of breath that an individual has. So a lot of the symptoms that are similar between coronavirus and, let's say, the flu or the common cold, most of those will have fevers associated with them. Most of them will have some sort of cough associated with them. Dry cough, so it makes it a little bit harder to differentiate. But one of the things that with influenza is you're going to have a fever and cough, but more than likely quite a few body aches, which you'll see in coronavirus, but not as much of a shortness of breath, like that feeling where you just can't catch your breath and you're relaxing at home and you still feel that just can't catch your breath feeling. That is much more typical with coronavirus than it is with influenza. So one of the key differentiating symptoms is that shortness of breath. There's other symptoms as well that are really not associated with influenza. So like a loss of taste or smell is one of those other symptoms that, though not completely common with every case, has been shown to develop in quite a few people with coronavirus. So if you have fever, cough, shortness of breath, and that loss of taste or smell, those are some really key indicators that this could be coronavirus and not influenza or just your common cold.
So screening of workers, right? That's been a big topic. Going to a physician, you're going to get screened. Going to any type of healthcare facility. Even some restaurants are screening their patrons before they're allowed to enter. Why are we screening folks? Why is it important, Nathan?
Yeah, because we can't test everybody. That's just impossible, and testing usually takes a little bit of time to get the results back. You have to really default back to your options, and your options are to consider what symptoms are possible with coronavirus and then go from that standpoint. So really what we're asking for the screening services is taking the highest risk approach and saying anybody with these symptoms, it could be coronavirus, it could be influenza, it could be another set of symptoms and disease process. There's really no way to know in that situation. So to be as safe as possible, we would just be saying that if you're experiencing any of those symptoms, stay home and either get tested if that's what's advised by a practitioner or another service. But then, just rest, take good care of yourself, and really do things that are health promotion styles of behaviors that help you recover from your illness.
So building on screening, right? There's a lot of companies out there that are going, hey, we want to take your temperature before you're coming to work or inside our restaurant or inside a healthcare facility. What are your thoughts on taking temperatures as far as a screening process?
Yeah. Right now, that benchmark is really set at 100.4 for most individuals. There are a lot of studies coming out because we're taking a lot of people's temperatures right now where is 98.6 the true baseline anymore? And that's really a question that still has to be answered with further studies and data reviews. We really have to find what the baseline is for the individual checking their temperature. A lot of these screening protocols are saying 100.4, but it's really for an individual the change from what your baseline temperature is. So somebody who may not have checked their temperature at all at home before this now is checking their temperature multiple times a day. And so I think it's really understanding where your baseline temperature is, and then understanding if you're above that by a few degrees and you start to not feel that great, those might be some good signs to say, hey, I may have a virus going on, even though I may not cross that 100.4 threshold, that you should be extra cautious and at least have that in the back of your mind.
So building on that, come to the work and you fail a screening, right? Someone has a temperature and they have a secondary sign and symptom that you explained earlier. There's a lot of different resources out there, and one of the reasons we chose you, being the head of HealthBaar, you have a lot of great resources, knowledge, you're very passionate about what you do, you're energetic and very knowledgeable. So I'm a company and I need help. Kind of let me know when I call the HealthBaar, what am I getting?
Yeah, it's really, one of the things people need right now more than ever is personalized service that's really molded around their individualized needs. They don't need a cookie cutter program. They don't need stock anything. What they need is customized solutions. That's one of the things that through HealthBaar we're able to provide through our team of nurses and nurse practitioners is truly customized health solutions to the variety of needs that present in today's day and age. So it could be coronavirus testing and other things right now, temperature screening checks, anything related to a back to work plan. But in the future, it could be other testing services or assessment related services, any health needs that really meet the employee at their workplace or even in their home. We'd be able to provide. So it's really all about having customized solutions where you're not wasting money. Everybody's worried about money and finances and operations right now too. So getting the most for your dollar at the highest quality level.
Oh, that's awesome. Nathan, your energy and passion and knowledge it is up here. So I really appreciate you taking time to spend the afternoon with OVD. And we have to make sure we're social distancing and putting our masks on. So thank you very much. We really do appreciate that.
Yeah, appreciate it. And no, you guys have been great too. And looking forward to future conversations.
Absolutely.